Alright, I'm up early considering what I've been getting up. I want to see what they're doing around here. For sure they're building a house. Moving some dirt. You know what, folks? This nursery thing, this plant thing has already gotten out of hand because I got so overly excited about doing this that I jumped in and started a lot of stuff that I ain't got no business fooling with. The strawberries I'll fool with, the potatoes I'll fool with. And I'll try to start an eggplant or two, maybe three, and some squash. But I don't think I'm gonna do the tomatoes. It's just got, I just looked at my Black Krim. I had about 15 or 20 Black Krims started. And I just looked at it this morning and every one of them has died. I don't know what happened. And I don't have the space to do a lot of this stuff. So I still want to do the cloning for different shrubs and stuff. The strawberries, I plan on having at least 15 or 20 baskets of strawberry plants around this thing. I want to do a couple of pepper plants. But I just don't have the space or the room to do a lot of this. And hopefully my daughter don't run off and buy some more tomato plants, because these ain't doing squat. I think they got the blight. I don't know. But plus I don't have the funds to finance a bunch of this stuff, more stuff that I need. But I am going to start shrubs, you know, like azaleas and camellias and some of this other stuff. She's already got the rose bushes, but she's gonna set them out over here next to the palm tree. Now I've got several rose bushes or rose cuttings started. And I'm going to keep the container that I'm starting these cuttings in. I'm gonna keep those aerated. I've got a little trick I do. I've got an aquarium air pump that I used to use to keep the water aerated in the cuttings, because that really helps it out a lot to keep that aerated. So I'm gonna start aerating them all, and it's pretty simple to do. But yeah, I've just got to rethink this whole thing. And actually, them amarillos, them things ought to be in the ground, but that's her deal. She'll do what she wants to do. I got a pair of gloves coming that should be here today that Barbara Everett bought me. And I'm going to pull that rose bush up out of that weeping fig. Now, I'm not sure if that's a weeping fig or what that is. My daughter's going to look. She got that at Walmart. She's going to look and see if she can get a name of it. I think it's some kind of drooping weeping fig. I'm not sure. But I'm fixing to clone that thing about halfway down. And when I clone that top off, it'll start new growth down below that, and it won't be so tall. You know what, folks? This nursery thing, this plant thing has already gotten out of hand, because I got so overly excited about doing this that I jumped in and started a lot of stuff that I ain't got no business fooling with. The strawberries I'll fool with, the potatoes I'll fool with. And I'll try to start an eggplant or two, maybe three, and some squash. But I don't think I'm gonna do the tomatoes. It's just got, I just looked at my Black Krim. I had about 15 or 20 Black Krims started. And I just looked at it this morning, and every one of them has died. I don't know what happened. And I don't have the space to do a lot of this stuff. So I'm still wanting to do the cloning for different shrubs and stuff. The strawberries, I plan on having at least 15 or 20 baskets of strawberry plants around this thing. I want to do a couple of pepper plants. Oh, but I just don't have the space or the room to do a lot of this. And hopefully my daughter don't run off and buy some more tomato plants, because these ain't doing squat. I think they got the blight. I don't know. But plus I don't have the funds to finance a bunch of this stuff, more stuff that I need. But I am going to start shrubs, you know, like azaleas and camellias and some of this other stuff. She's already got the rose bushes, but she's going to set them out over here next to the palm tree. Now I've got several rose bushes or rose cuttings started. And I'm going to keep the container that I'm starting these cuttings in. I'm gonna keep those aerated. I've got a little trick I do. I've got an aquarium air pump that I used to use to keep the water aerated in the cuttings, because that really helps it out a lot to keep that aerated. So I'm going to start aerating them all, and it's pretty simple to do. But yeah, I've just got to rethink this whole thing. And actually, them amarillos, them things ought to be in the ground, but that's her deal. She'll do what she wants to do. I got a pair of gloves coming that should be here today that Barbara Everett bought me. And I'm going to pull that rose bush up out of that weeping fig. Now, I'm not sure if that's a weeping fig or what that is. My daughter's going to look. She got that at Walmart. She's going to look and see if she can get a name of it. I think it's some kind of drooping weeping fig. I'm not sure. But I'm fixing to clone that thing about halfway down. And when I clone that top off, it'll start new growth down below that, and it won't be so tall. Already started. I'm getting ready to clone this thing. on having to actually I prefer the gel. Okay. Okay, this is my, now, a lot of people don't understand too about, they think this has to be watered a lot, but this is the only water this is going to get through this whole process, because because oh man, this is going to be very difficult. I would rather use rock wool or something like that than this soil, because now the trick is I'm going to have to get that on like very difficult. Alright, that's I need a pair of pliers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a pair of pliers to snap that on good. Now, let me take this and this. What I was saying, it doesn't need watering after this initial thing, because this here is still getting the nutrients and the moisture from the parent thing here. Once it forms a root system in there, then the watering would help, but as yet it doesn't have a root system, and it takes a couple of weeks. No, it takes more than that. It takes about 5 or 6 weeks. But this piece of crap here don't work so great. It's not snapping. It's not hinged. It needs to be hinged. Anyhow, that's it. I'm gonna try to get some more dirt in there, because I lost some. Let me see, where can I get dirt? I'm gonna get dirt from this. That's going in there. proving very difficult. That needs some daggone support, and I don't know that. Oh, Lord. Now, when this is all said and done, I will cut this off down here at the bottom. And it should have plenty of roots in there. Then I can plant this whole thing as a whole mature plant. And then this will start sprouting more growth like up here at the top. So this one on the bottom will be well established, and this will be getting established. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. And hopefully I'll get several sprouts down here that will start sending out limbs instead of this long spindly thing. And once I get this established here and in the ground, and in about 6 months I'm gonna come up here and clone it again. And from that I'll see how it does. But my daughter's got to find out the correct name for this. I don't know. I'm not calling it a weeping fig because this system down here, am I recording? Yeah. This system down here, you look at this big old ball. I don't know. I don't know. I never seen a weeping fig like that. But right now, I've got to get one of my clamps from in there and raise this just a little bit, because it's riding down too close to that cut there. But it's a lot of work, folks. But you know, if I can get this plant here established, That's worth about 20 bucks to sell it at maybe more than that. I don't know, but I don't know. It's got to have a ball. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna throw some more dirt in there. Or this is not dirt, actually, that's peat. Okay. I can't go in because my daughter's not here. And I'm afraid if I open the door of one of the cats to try to get out. But I got other things I can be doing. But like I've been saying, guys, I started out all wrong on this. I started out all wrong. Now that there don't look healthy. But yeah, all my Black Krim, I lost every one of them. And I don't know why. But I'm dumping a bunch of these aloes. I don't need, the aloe I like is the big ones, you know. And that's what that's all about. Now, these are my cuttings off of the strawberry plants. They're all doing good. I'm waiting for them to sprout leaves or roots. Well, some of them got roots, but for the most part, that's not got any yet. But that one's not got it in the dirt, in the water. I gotta watch this stuff, but my goal is to get, I don't know, I wouldn't mind having 15 or 20 strawberry plants where you could get a good mess and freeze, you know, fix them up and freeze them like my wife used to do. But what the heck is, oh, that's that variegated, there's two things in here. I think that's chameleon. That's variegated something. But I'm gonna set me up a way to where I can aerate these things, because if you keep the water aerated, it needs oxygen down there for roots to form. And the only way that I can oxygenate this water right here is I can shake it a little bit and get some oxygen in it. Now that is but yeah, you got to keep the water oxygenated, or I know I'm not pronouncing, hey, I don't have no dang education, so I got an excuse. And everything is self-taught. Everything I'm doing here, nobody taught me. I had to teach myself. I had to ask some questions here and there. And these here are rose cuttings that I wet the soil good, and I stuck them down in the dirt with a rooting hormone, and I'm trying to see if I can root them like that. Now, I am going to try. I've got, where the heck are they? I've done. Is that it? Let me see. I've just got too many arms in the fire, and I'm gonna have to get a handle on that. And let's see, these need aerating. But I'm trying to root some that way. But I know what I would like to have. I would like to have a tub about so big with a lid, and then I have holes bored in the lid that I could stick the plant, the cutting down in that hole into the water. But then I've got my my air pump hooked up to that keeps that water oxygenated. That's how I used to do it. And tell you the truth, I had forgotten about that. There's so many things I forgot when I got COVID. When I come down with that, it wiped out a lot of stuff out of my head. And a lot of it slowly coming back. And the oxygenating the water came back. All of a sudden it hit me. Why am I not oxygenating the water? I'm going about this wrong. And I know better. Well, I knew better. Now I'm starting to know better again. But I don't need to start trying to do a lot of vegetables because I don't have the space to it. And getting soil fresh is now you can see these here. This one here is kicking butt. And as these grow up, I'm gonna fill these baskets, these containers, they're gonna be full. But I'm gonna get a lot more potatoes. That one there is kicking butt. That one's starting to come out good. That one's starting to come out good. I just throwed some dirt on top of that, and I throwed some dirt on top of that. Now this one here is those little taters. I've got like 5 in there, and I pulled one up the other day, and I'll pull one up again and show you. There it is. Now, see there, the little eyes coming out on that? And I didn't chit these, you know, I didn't go through them and turn them a certain way and all that stuff, and then put them in a dark drawer somewhere for a week or 2. I just put them in there, just a raw potato. And I would like to have about 10 more. I like to have double this in potatoes, because I don't know how good they're going to do like that. I don't know. But I don't need all these aloe plants sitting here like this. I hate to throw them out or make them into compost, but that's what I'm gonna do. I don't need all them. I need that one big plant I got over there, that one that's sitting there, and that one there, and maybe one more. That's all I need. I'm not planning on trying to sell aloe. Now, if I had a lot of space, where I could set out 100 or so aloe, you know, I would keep them to sell. But my daughter hates to hear me saying sell. And right here, when the time is right, I'm gonna go in here and start a bunch of these Christmas cactus. That there's got to go. It's not doing anything. I'm not gonna waste any more time on it. Boy, that spider's been going to work on a web over there. And I'm not gonna tear that web up unless I have to, because spiders eat bugs and bugs eat plants. Some of them do. But those, if somebody knows what this is something else I knew and I can't remember what it is. It's variegated something and I can't remember what it is. They're very easy to root like this. If anybody knows what that is, please tell me. I don't get enough comments. Most people, I get maybe 5 or 6 comments. And guys, it's just like this plant that I'm calling a rubber plant. I don't know what this is, but these all come off of one plant. If somebody knows what that is, please tell me. And what? Oops, that got knocked over, and I don't want that knocked over. These are strawberry plants. But see, I can buy well, I can't buy nothing right now. I've spent my little bit of extra money. And I've been putting these little baby rubber plants. I don't know if they're rubber plants or not. I don't know, but if any of you guys know, you know, I know some of you out there mess with plants. I know Lisa does. I think she does. And I've got my Lisa plant over here. I got it sitting in this thing with them amaryllis right now. Right there. See it sitting in there? That thing's doing good. Now look at this tomato plant that I've been taking care of. Look at that. Now I'm gonna bury this on further down here. I'm gonna cut them suckers off of this thing. Boy, I love smelling them. I got to treat that. My daughter, she gets stuff, but she don't have time to really fool with nothing once she get it. Now she's planning on setting the rest of these rose bushes out over here at the palm tree today, and that's gonna get those off of that and get them doing something. I ain't gonna cut on her rose bushes yet, but man, there's one right there I'd love to take a cutting off of. See that thing would be lovely. Cut that off right about there and root that thing. But I gotta have gloves working with these. I've got a thorn in my finger right now, and I'm gonna have to cut it out. It's giving me a fit, and it was for messing with them roses. Now I am gonna propagate a lot of this. I've got several of these started. But I won't cut on the roses. Bless her heart. She has good intentions. I mean, we all have good intentions. The road is paved with good intentions when you get right down to it. And here's something else I would like to know what is, guys. See this thing here? It's got a big ball root on that thing. What the heck is that? And I got to cut some more jalapenos off. We're getting quite a few jalapenos off of that thing. Now I do want to start a couple more pepper plants. Yes, I do. But I want you to look. I can't get that. I won't get no more of these green balls because they're not working the way I want them to. But these tomato plants right here, man, they I think they got the blight. I think they just, she had them inside watering them in the shower, getting them soaked good, but I put some Epsom salts and aspirin in them, but I'm out of aspirin. I need aspirin. Aspirin needs to go in all of my stuff I'm trying to root. And somebody keeps getting my aspirin, and I can't use the coated aspirin in my sprayers because coated aspirins will tend to clog up your sprayer. So anyway, guys, I appreciate all of you, and anything y'all can tell me about this stuff, you know. I don't know it all. Everybody says I got a green thumb. I say I'm just lucky. This here's one of them corn plants my daughter pulled up thinking it wouldn't come back. And she pulled it up, and I seen it laying out there the other day where she threw it. So these other two are coming back over here, so I'm hoping this didn't get too far gone after it was pulled up that it won't come back. I'm gonna do some studying about these corn plants. I think when these things get really tall, you can start cutting off pieces and rooting them. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, that's gonna be it on this video, folks. I appreciate you. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a ball. But I got to go woe back on this and start doing it the right way and start. I just got overexcited and jumping around and couldn't wait to get started and all that, and I started a lot of stuff. But my main thing is to earn money. I want to have mature plants. I got 2 root balls on that hibiscus over there. I'm gonna do some more, and I want to do, well, I don't have my camera with me, but I want to do some root balling on that this azalea. Anyway, that's it. That's my story today, guys. And what do I keep hearing? Oh, that was Donovan. I'll see you in the next video. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.